21 minutes past 7, Ford's boss in Europe has said that they'll have to sell less in the UK to avoid fines under the new electric vehicle quota rules. So what does that mean for car dealerships? Sean Farrington has the boss of one of the biggest with him. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Amal. Yeah, Vertu Motors has got more than 180 outlets across the UK. You may know the brands under the dealerships of Bristol Street Motors, Macklin Motors. It's just released its full year results. Profits up a bit to £34.5 million. Sales up as well. Robert Forrester is the chief executive there. Morning, Robert.
Morning, Sean.
In your results, you make the point once again that battery electric vehicle sales growth in the UK has stalled. So what are the consequences of boss at Ford saying it's going to have to sell fewer petrol cars so that the proportion of total sales meet electric sales targets and avoids fines?
Yeah, and the reason why we got this issue is because the government moved the ban, if you remember, from 2030 to 2035. 2035, no petrol or diesel new car sales, but didn't move the very vicious, really, fining structures that have been put in place from this year to 2030. So by this year's 22% of cars have to be battery electric vehicles, 2030, 80%. And the policy just isn't joined up. And these manufacturers are facing fines of £15,000 a car, which is an extraordinary amount of money per car. The impact on the UK economy will clearly be negative. If the UK economy is producing less petrol and diesel cars for the market in the UK, then clearly there is going to be, quite significant reduction in economic activity.
Is that not part of the point of the target, though, that there may be a price to pay, but it's psychologically moving us away from combustion engine cars and eventually will get us to actually all owning electric vehicles?
Well, I think everybody can buy into the concept of cleaning up the environment, but at the end of the day, we have to have an economy and we have to have jobs. And the automotive sector is a very significant part of the UK economy, employing hundreds of thousands of people, as well as the retail sector employing 500,000 people. So I think the government just has to get its act together and get joined up. We're not arguing that the government shouldn't be acting on these issues. What we're arguing is that it doesn't actually make any sense to have a ban in 2035, but to have these massive fines in the near term.
I wonder what impact you think it might have on new vehicles you get at Vertu, and particularly ones that are made in the UK, the UK car manufacturing industry.
Yeah, I mean, we sell cars that are made in the UK. We sell cars from China, Japan, and Europe. I actually think the key issue is going to be when consumers potentially come into dealerships in the next 12 to 18 months and can't buy a petrol car that they actually want to buy. And I think that's going to be quite a moment, actually. And let's face it, it's 10 years before the ban. I think that's the major problem. It's the speed at which these fines have come in. So the impact on dealers will clearly be marked in terms of which cars we can sell. We'll clearly be selling more electric vehicles. But I think the major impact comes on the manufacturers who are facing these £15,000 per car fines. And they're a crucial part of the UK and the European economy.
Robert, thank you. Robert Forrester there, Vertu Motors Chief Executive.